everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is Jessica. I am the blogger behind Miss More Style, and here on YouTube I make videos about affordable fashion, beauty, lifestyle, and travel. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you love to live your most fabulous chic life without breaking the bank, because that is what I aim to help you do here on this channel. Today I am so excited because I'm doing my first Nuuly subscription try-on haul and review. So if you're not familiar with Nuuly, but you're interested in learning more about this awesome clothing rental subscription, stay tuned because I'm going to get all into it, as well as share with you the 6 items that I picked out. They're pretty fabulous, so I can't wait to share them all with you. They're so good. A few things before we get started. I would love it if you guys would find me on Instagram and or TikTok and follow me over there. I am over there on those platforms at least multiple times every day, posting different content there on my stories, sharing all the fun behind the scenes, everything that I'm up to, as well as when I travel, which, speaking of travel, I'm working with Virgin Voyages, promote their cruise and create content for them. We are going on a cruise that leaves from Barcelona, goes to Marseille, Cannes, Olbia, and Ibiza. So I really wanted to focus the items that I picked this Nuuly round to be really fun pieces that I could wear on this trip. So that's sort of the focus. And Nuuly, have you ever heard of Nuuly before? Are you sort of vaguely familiar with it? You want to learn more about it? Let's break down this subscription really quick before we get into the try-on. So Nuuly is a clothing rental subscription. It costs $88 per month before taxes, and it is honestly like my favorite thing. Seriously, especially when I'm traveling. I also have a code, which I will put right here. Will save you. If you use that code, the only benefit that I get is I think I get $10 of like my next month. This is not sponsored by Nuuly in any way, shape, or form, although I would really love it if Nuuly wanted to work with me because I'm a huge fan. So what's up, Nuuly? Your girl right here. Nuuly has a huge selection of really awesome clothing that you can rent and add to your Nuuly. And when you go onto their app or their website, you can look through all these different styles. You can filter them by occasion, by brand, by size, by color. You have like coming up in the month where, let's say you're traveling, or you have a wedding that's coming up in the month and you want to rent something or have something in your Nuuly that is geared toward that event. You can check out different occasions to really fine tune your browsing to find what you really want. A lot of their brands are like mid-range brands. There's not like a lot of like super high-end brands on Nuuly. If you're familiar with Rent the Runway, which I've done a video on before, I'll link that down in the description box if you're interested in that one after this. Rent the Runway tends to have brands that are mid-range, but also like super high-end designers as well, and like a lot more formal wear options. Nuuly, I would say, is a little bit more geared toward everyday clothing with some occasion wear and workwear thrown in there. So you're going to find a lot of Free People, a lot of Anthropologie and brands that would be sold at Anthropologie, a lot of Farm Rio, which I love. They have Selkie on there. They have like BB Dakota. They have tons of brands, but it's really in that sort of like mid-range tier of brands whose prices may range around like $200 to $300 a piece retail price. So that's really what you're looking at on Nuuly. Love the selection on Nuuly. I find lately that their stuff is so good. And I started my subscription with Nuuly last February when I went on my Memphis trip, which I have yet to post about. I did it for the first time there and I fell in love with it. I decided after that first month that I didn't want to continue using it because I wanted to go back and switch to Rent the Runway and try that again for a second. So the cool thing about Nuuly is you can pause your subscription. So let's say one month you got a lot of stuff going on and you really want to spend the $88 to have some cool new pieces. You can do that, then you can send them back and you can pause it. You can pause your membership until you're ready to do it again. So that is the great thing. You don't have to like continuously keep paying $88. Let's say you have like a month or two that are going to be kind of quiet. You don't really need things to rent. You can pause it if you want. I did mention Rent the Runway, and I'm planning on doing another video where I compare and contrast Rent the Runway and Nuuly. But another thing that's really great about Nuuly is how sustainable it is. I don't know about you, but when I'm going on a trip or have a special occasion coming up, like someone's wedding or a birthday or something where I want a fabulous new outfit, it's not super sustainable to go out and just be constantly buying new items to wear for these things, especially if they're super statement items that you're going to take pictures in and then you're never going to really want to wear them again because you've already been photographed in them. This is why these rental services are such a fabulous option, because you can rent something that's super fun and fabulous that makes you feel great, but then you can send it back and other people can enjoy it. And so it's a lot more sustainable than constantly grabbing new things to add to your wardrobe. You know, if you have any questions down below about Nuuly, I think I kind of covered the basics of how it works, the knowledge that I have of it. But without further ado, let's get into the try on portion of this. And I'm going to show you guys all the fun things that I picked for this month's Nuuly. So the first piece is this gorgeous pink to red ombre maxi dress. I believe it's from, still has a brand new tag attached to it. It's like Maya Bergman, but it also has a Free People tag. So I'm guessing that's a brand that Free People carries. So that's the really cool thing. I noticed that several of the pieces in my Nuuly shipment this time have tags still on them. So I love to see that, because if I wear some of these pieces and fall in love with them, again, I can keep them and pay for them at a discount. Each piece has its own discounted rate. It's usually around like 30% off. Sometimes it's more, I think, depending on the age of the garment. I don't really know how they determine it, but that's how I would guess they determine what percentage off they're going to give you. But this one is brand freaking new and I love it. Now, I wanted to get this one specifically because it is, well, halfway red, and because I'm going on a Virgin Voyages cruise, Virgin's brand color is red, and since I'm going to be creating content for them, I really wanted to get something that would be really on brand for them, and what better than a pink to red ombre dress. How lightweight it is, it twirls so nicely, and it's just a beautiful dress. It ties in the back, so it's very adjustable that way. I could like bring this in a little bit more if I want it to be like that, or I could bring it out a little bit more, just play with the neckline how I want it to be. It's got this little sash that comes with it. You can nip in at your waist, and it just creates a very feminine, sort of drapey silhouette that's very reminiscent of like Greek goddess looking things. So I feel like when you have a lot of fabric and a little tie like this, it kind of creates this like ruching and draping that adds a very feminine effect, gives you a little bit more curves. Love this dress. I cannot wait to be on the ship with the breeze flowing through my dress and my hair. This next dress is from Plenty by Tracy Reese. It also has tags on it, so it's also brand new. Now, I loved this dress online, and I still love it, but I got it in a small, and I really think I should have gotten a medium, just because it feels a little bit tight here in the chest. I feel very restricted, and I think because when I saw it online, I saw that it had a lace-up back. I thought that it would be like fully adjustable. But the truth of the matter is that the spaghetti straps that go over your shoulder connect to the back of the dress, and those are fixed. So they are not a part of the strap that laces horizontally on your back. I have similar dresses where this strap is the same continuous strap that goes through those, so you can have a lot of leeway to adjust it how you like or how's comfortable for you, and that's not the case with this dress. So that's why I think it feels extra tight. So if I would have gotten a medium, I would have had a bit more breathing room. But that being said, it's not terrible. It still looks good. I just don't know if I'm going to bring this with me on my trip, because I'm really going to try my very best to pack somewhat efficiently for this trip and not bring like 10 million things. And I have so many other really fun printed, tropical printed maxi and midi dresses that are great, that look amazing on me, that I would think I would rather wear over this one. As much as this is such a fun dress, I just feel like very uncomfortable. These straps are kind of cutting into my shoulders, and I don't want to feel uncomfortable on my vacation. So I would say if you have a bigger bust and you're thinking about maybe adding this one to your Nuuly, to size up, because you can definitely, like, you will have some adjustment that you can make in the back with the straps. So having a little bit more fabric here is great, because then you can just pull those straps to adjust to your liking. But it is a very beautiful, very well made dress. Like the little flouncy hem on the bottom has like, it feels like, what is that, horsehair or whatever that they put in like wedding dresses or something. It like helps it to hold the shape of the ruffle really nice. So a very, very well made dress, and it has pockets, which I just right now realized. So that is a fabulous thing to know as well. So gorgeous dress, just maybe size up one if you got boobs. This next dress is from Farm Rio, one of my favorite brands. And one of the things I love about Nuuly is the fact that they have so much Farm Rio on their site, because I just love it. I'm obsessed with Farm Rio, but it's a little bit out of my price range for me to own a bunch of pieces from them. So I really enjoy renting their pieces from Nuuly and getting to try them out. And then if I really fall in love with something, having the option to purchase it at a discount. It's really, really awesome. But I love this dress. So this is a t-shirt dress, and it's sort of like one of those, you know, those t-shirt tank top things that got really big a couple years ago with the shoulder pad in there. So it has a very, very subtle shoulder pad in there. It's not a lot. It's just enough to give the shoulder a little bit of structure. And then it's just a straight column cut t-shirt dress. It feels like a really nice cotton, very, very soft. And it has this little tassel that goes around the waist, but it's a very interesting construction because the tassel goes not like on the outside, but it goes on the outside and the front, and then it threads into the inside of the dress around your back. So the back is like kind of loose and not pulled in, but the front is stitched in. So you know what? I think it's an interesting way for it to be made. All that I care about is that my waist gets cinched in somehow, and it does, so it looks great. But honestly, the colors in this are so beautiful and so vibrant. And again, this one has tags on it. It's another brand new piece. So I might be kind of tempted to purchase one of these Farm Real items that I got in here because I've always wanted to own one, and I love that I'm going to get to have it brand new from this Nuuly order. Brand new with tags, but discounted. Amazing. But this is so adorable. I could see this being great with like just these like, you know, flat chunky sandals, which I plan on packing for my trip because they're so comfortable, or even just like a pair of white sneakers, something simple, and just let this dress do all the talking. And it's so much fun. I could see this being really cute for like Barcelona or Ibiza, just because of the fun, crazy bright colors. So definitely love it. And this will be getting packed into my suitcase. All right, so this next top is another piece from, I was so excited to get this top. On my recent trip to Key West with my Babes That Wander, my friend Megan rented the matching pants to this from Nuuly, and I was obsessed with those pants. And so I went on Nuuly specifically looking to see if I could rent those pants too for this trip, and they didn't have them available in my size, unfortunately. But they did have this top, so I decided, okay, if I love that print so much, maybe I can get down with the top. Now, I love it a lot. I love that you can kind of wear it like handkerchief hem style and let it just kind of flow. Or you can take those two little ends and tie them into a little knot, and it's a little bit more flattering to wear it that way because it kind of like emphasizes and shows your waist a little bit better. But the thing that I just wasn't anticipating was how low cut it is in the front. Like my strapless bra is showing, and I feel like if I try to push it down any further, then it makes my boobs look like saggy and not good. So I'm really not sure if this top is gonna go with me on my trip. I'm gonna have to figure out if I can like make it work or something. I'm definitely not gonna keep this. This is the piece that I thought that I was maybe gonna keep because I was so excited about it. But now I definitely know that I won't be able to keep it just because it doesn't really work for me because of my chest. So if you have a smaller chest and you can get away with not wearing a bra, then this is a beautiful top, and I highly recommend renting it this summer. It's just really hard if you have to wear a strapless because it's very, very low cut. So it's very unfortunate because I really love it. It's so pretty. Like the print looks just like a retro like piece of like a poster or a postcard or something from like Cuba or like South America in the 50s or 60s. I love it so much. I wish it worked for me, but c'est la vie. These next pants, I'm in love. This is a pair of pants that I saw on somebody on a recent press trip. They had rented them from Nuuly, and I made a mental note right then and there, like the next time I make an order from Nuuly, I need to get those pants. They are just so cool. I love the like navy with this very abstract like tiger or zebra print, whichever one you feel like it is, going down the outside of the leg. It's just so cool. I've never seen a pair of pants look like this before. They just are so freaking cool. I need to reel it back in. I do feel like they're a little snug on the booty, but not terrible. I did get them in a size 6, and maybe I could have gotten one size up to get them like a little bit more like truly wide leg, but then I feel like they wouldn't have fit in the waist as well as they do. I think the fit in the waist is really good. They fit perfectly there, and the back does have like a little tiny bit of stretch to it, just to give you a little bit of give. So I don't know, if you got a little booty, little junk in the trunk, they might be a little bit more snug than they look on the model. But I don't think it's terrible, and I don't think that they look bad that way, because then it definitely goes down and it flows out and it becomes very wide leg. But these are so cool, and I really think I'm going to keep these. I don't know. Leave me a comment down below and let me know if you think I should keep these. Should I? Shouldn't I? I think they're like $98 if I keep them. So let me know if you think it's okay. So the last piece that I grabbed is this Windbreaker, also from Farm Rio. It is not brand new though. It does not have tags still on it. That's fine. I decided to get this in a medium just to get a little bit more of that baggy, oversized fit, which I think is appropriate for a windbreaker, and it worked out perfectly. It's definitely really cozy. Like, it's a very thin, lightweight jacket, but I feel like it could definitely do some windbreaking and keep you a little bit warmer. For sure, a very fun piece for, you know, some chillier summer nights when you definitely need a light layer because it's going to be kind of chilly outside, but you want something that's fun and summery and it's got like a fun print, and this windbreaker definitely delivers. I mean, if you're my age, it might be giving you flashbacks of the windbreaker like sets, matching sets from the early 90s, mid 90s that I think we all wore. that were kind of atrocious, but are kind of coming back in style now. But I think that this puts a spin on that, but makes it more modern, more fun. And I also really appreciate the fact that they put very flattering, like figure flattering features in it, like the little cinch ties that you can sort of cinch the waistline of the jacket inward a little bit. It also has a double zipper, so you know how when you'd wear windbreakers and you'd zip them up, like they're not flattering for your stomach because they just kind of like bunch out in that area. It just makes you look like you have a gut. With this, it has that bottom zipper, so you can zip that one up, and it sort of allows the jacket to open up. It doesn't bunch unflatteringly. You can adjust it however you like, and it just looks so much better. I mean, I don't know why they didn't think of that before, but yeah, it's such a great feature. So this is a really, really cute windbreaker. I'm definitely going to bring this with me on my trip, I think. I may even wear this on the plane, just because it would be a comfortable, lightweight jacket to wear, and I'd be looking cute in the airport at the same time. Maybe with some yoga pants. I could see that. That concludes my little Nuuly haul and review. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope it was informative. Make sure that if you want to try Nuuly that you use my code. It saves me a little bit of money, saves you a little bit of money, and it's such a fabulous service. I can't speak more highly of it. Just the ease of use, the customer service, the quality of the clothes and the brands on Nuuly, I absolutely love. If you're not subscribed already, what are you waiting for? I don't know. Go hit that red subscribe button right down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and you found it to be informative and helpful. And make sure you check out a couple more videos before you go. I think you're really going to enjoy watching these. And make sure to stay tuned for all my fun adventures in Europe soon to come. All right, I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!